What's up, boys?
It's your boy Aaron Smith,
And Steven Richards.
and we got you a bomb video today.
It's a project for Coach Watson. We're interviewing people.
So make sure you drop a like in the comment section.
And smash that comment button. Okay, so the first person I'll be interviewing today is it's your boy Thomas Edison, aka JD. Hi. What's going on, man? Okay, take a seat right there because that's a small chair. Okay, so today we're gonna be asking him questions about the U.S. and its history and stuff like that. And I don't want him cheating, so I'm just gonna go a little bit forward. Okay. So, number one. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution?
Bill of Rights.
Okay. How many United States senators are there?
100.
Okay. How old must you be to be president?
35.
Okay. Who is the vice president current today?
Mike Pence.
Okay. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
World War II.
Okay, so what did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
It's a speech by Abe Lincoln that freed the, or it didn't actually free the slaves. It's his idea to free the slaves.
Okay. Who is called the father of our country? It
John Adams.
feels bad.
What is it?
It's George Washington. That's your first one wrong. So right now you have a 90. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
She advocated for women's rights.
Cool biscuit. Name a war that was fought in the 18th century.
War of 1812.
Got that wrong too. And how many times does it say the word democratic in the
None.
Constitution? None? Okay, so JD got an 80. Good job.
Nice
job, JD. Century?
Yeah, that's the 1700s. Okay.
What's up, guys? It's Aaron Smith.
And this is Garrett Gonser.
Nice to meet you, man. Welcome to the show. Channel. So, I got a few questions for you. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution?
And every other judge put in like first place for
Good
every
job,
other
man.
category.
How old must the president be?
37.
Okay, getting a little bit on a rough start. How many United States senators are there?
100.
Wow, you got that right. Who is the vice president?
Mike Pence.
Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
The Titanic. I mean, not know.
The Emancipation I cannot say it. Proclamation. What did the Emancipation You literally just Emancipation Proclamation. What did the Emancipation Proclamation? God.
What did the Emancipation Proclamation do, Gary?
It freed the slaves.
Nice. Who is called the father of our country?
Fortnite.
Donald Trump.
What did Susan B. Anthony do?
I do not know.
Okay, name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
In the 18th century. Fortnite.
Okay. Number 10. How many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
21.
Well, thank you for coming here, man. You got a lot wrong. I'm not gonna say how much because it was a lot, but
It's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay, we got Joseph B. And today we're gonna do an interview. Hold on. It's nice to have you on the
Just beware.
channel, man. Okay, so today we're gonna start off with the videos today. So on the beginning video, we're gonna ask you questions about the U.S. Constitution and the U.S. history and stuff like that. And no cheating, because I know you're looking at my paper right now. So your shirt's kind of freaking my eyes out.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start with number 1. What do you call the first 10 amendments of the United States Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Okay, you got that one right. How many U.S. states senators are there?
100.
Okay, you got that one right too. It's good. How old must you be president?
35.
Okay, you got that one right too. Who is the vice president right now?
Mike Pence.
You got that one right too. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
Desert Storm.
Got that one wrong.
Wait, for real?
Yes. What did the see? Okay, what did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Free the slaves.
You can't just be
In the
knocking on
North.
doors, man. That woman will come. Okay, say the Emancipation Proclamation 5 times fast.
Emancipation Proclamation, Emancipation Proclamation, Emancipation Proclamation, Emancipation Proclamation, Emancipation
Why are you saying
Proclamation.
that, man?
You told me to.
Okay, who's the father of our country?
Dude.
George Washington.
There
Okay,
you
you
go.
got that one right, bro. Good job. Not anybody's gotten that right so far. We'll interview one person. Okay. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Wasn't she?
Was it funny? Was it funny?
Wasn't she the one that was like on the bus or whatever and like wouldn't give up her seat?
Next question.
You got that one wrong. Name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
The Revolutionary War.
That one wrong too.
No, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yes,
No, I
you
didn't.
did.
No.
The 18th century means the 1700s.
Exactly. The Revolutionary War was in the 1700s.
What year did it happen?
Like
No, dude, it happened in the
1776.
2000s.
He's right.
See?
Or you have a 90. And how many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
0 times.
Okay, that's good job. Okay, that's nice to have you on the Deadshot Dice Clan show, and good luck with your Halo.
Hello.
Hey, it's Aaron Smith, and the next person I'm interviewing is Titus Smith McGrath. Nice to meet you, man. Sit down. So I'm gonna ask you some questions, and just say whatever comes to mind. You know, it's okay if you get mine wrong. I'm not gonna get a test grade for them. So.
What's up, bud?
What do you call the first 10 amendments in the Constitution?
Laws.
What?
Laws.
Laws? Okay. How many United States senators are there?
100.
How old must a president be? 30. Who is the vice president?
No.
You don't know? Now, name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
Vietnam War.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. You know, we all make mistakes. So, what did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Something.
Something. Who is called the father of our country?
George Washington.
Nice. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Changed the way life is.
Okay. Name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
Vietnam War.
Okay. How many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
5.
5. Cool. You got most wrong, some right, but you know that's okay. Thank you for.
Titus, you made it 30.
You made 30.
Okay, today we're with Kobe today, and we're interviewing him about the United States and questions about him, and he's probably gonna get a really bad grade because it's Kobe. Okay, it's nice to meet you. You can have a seat. Can you get the recycling bin, please? Okay, I'll start. let's do the first question. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the United States?
The Bill of Rights.
Okay, you got that right. How many United States senators are there?
120.
You got that wrong. Okay. How old was Mr. Iraq? How old must the president be?
35.
Okay. Who's vice president?
He's vice president?
Yeah, who's vice president?
The greatest vice president ever. Is,
Okay, you got that too wrong. Okay.
Shut up.
Name one war fought.
Oh, the vice president is Mike Pence.
Okay. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
World War II.
Okay, you got that. You got that right. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Huh?
What did the Emancipation
Oh,
Proclamation do?
the slaves.
So the
Let them free.
Did it
Abraham
free-
Lincoln.
Did it free the slaves?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, got that right. Who was called the father of our country?
George Washington.
Wrong. No, I'm just kidding. You got it right. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Susan B. Anthony. She flew across the. That's really air.
She flew across the Bermuda Triangle, got lost, never saw her again.
Susan B. Anthony. That was the blonde. Next question.
Your GPA is going down, 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 burning ring of fire. Okay, you got that wrong. She was campaigning for women's suffrage.
Yeah, she's always there.
Something about your mom and humors. Okay, name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
The Cold War.
You got that one wrong too. And how many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
Five.
I thought you said 5. You're wrong.
I lied.
It is none. Okay, good job, Kobe.
I'm on the TV. Feels bad.
What's up? It's Aaron Smith, and this is my next interviewer,
Ethan King.
Ethan King. Let's have a seat.
Shake hands. Oh, okay.
So, first question. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Nice. Okay, we got that one right.
Oh, did you?
How many United States senators are there?
72.
That's close, but there's 100.
Tough.
How old must a president be?
33.
Close. Who is the vice president?
Woodrow Wilson.
Okay, you got that one. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
World War II.
Nice. Got that one right. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Isn't that where they like stop fighting or something?
No, it's when Abe Lincoln gave a speech on
Okay.
they should free slaves. Okay, yeah. What is called the father of our country? Or who is called the father?
Abraham Lincoln.
What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Next question.
What did Susan B. Anthony do? What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Made music.
Made music? Okay.
Should I get that right?
No. Name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
Civil War.
Okay. Got that one wrong. How many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
1,647.
Ethan, you made a 20.
Yeah, you get time, but
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Every time,
it's
Ethan.
Steven
Richards, and today we are going to do an interview on Gary. Gary, nice to meet you. Okay, it's funny. Okay. Your hands were wet, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start with the first question. What do you call the first 10 amendments of the United States Constitution?
Huh? What was the question?
What do you call the first 10 amendments of the United States Constitution?
The Ten Commandments.
The Ten Commandments. His head on the wall.
Okay, how many United States senators are there?
Is it 52?
No.
Halfway.
How old must you be to be president?
To be the president?
Yeah.
40.
Okay, you have 3 wrong.
3 wrong.
Who is the vice president?
Who is the vice president? Joe Biden.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
In the 1900s. World War I.
Okay, that's good. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
It emancipated.
5 wrong.
What? That's what he did.
Who is called the father of the country?
George Washington.
Okay, you get that correct.
Carver.
Who did Susan B. Anthony? Who is that?
Who is Susan B. Anthony?
Yeah, what'd she do?
She's an abolitionist.
Okay, that's correct. Name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
World War I.
What? You have a 40. How many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
Once.
You finished with a 30.
0.
Okay, that was Gary. And thank you for your time.
Okay, today it's Steven, not Aaron, and we're interviewing my mother as she's cooking.
Hi guys.
That's what she does. Okay, we're gonna ask you questions for Coach Watson about the United States and see if you get them right. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I should
okay.
have studied.
no, you didn't need to study. And okay, ready? So question number 1.
Yeah.
What do you call the first amendments of the Constitution?
The First Amendment?
Like the first 10 of them.
The first 10 of them.
Good job.
Um,
23 is good.
I should know this. I don't know.
Okay, well it's the Bill of Rights, and you got that one wrong. So you have
I
90.
got that one wrong.
How many United States senators are there?
100.
Okay, correct. How old must the president be?
35.
Correct. Who is the vice president?
Mike Pence.
Correct. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
In the 1900s,
Yes.
World War I, World War II, Vietnam.
Vietnam was not a war. And yeah,
It was a war.
correct.
It was a conflict, but my dad
Okay.
was in it. It was a war.
What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
The Emancipation Proclamation was set to free slaves.
Okay, correct. Who is called the father of our country?
The father of our country?
Yeah.
George Washington?
Correct. Okay. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Susan B. Anthony was for women's suffrage.
Correct. That's word for word. Okay, name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
The 18th century?
Yes.
The War of Independence.
Okay, good. Because
American
usually
Revolution.
people think it's like 1800s, which
No,
is wrong.
18th century is 1700s.
Correct. Good job, Mom. And how many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
Doesn't.
Correct. Okay, you got a 90, which is the best out of everybody.
We're not a democratic society. We're a republic.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your time. Today, oh, you can't look at that. So today we're interviewing Emma Richards, which is my sister, and Aaron has a big crush on her. So I hope he
does not.
I hope he edits this out. Okay, so we're gonna ask you questions about the United States and Coach Watson. So, number 1, what do you call the first 10 amendments?
The first 10 amendments, they're the Bill of Rights.
Correct. Okay. You laugh too much.
Sorry.
How many United States senators are there?
Each one has 2, right? So there's 100.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay, how old must the president be?
He has to be 35.
Okay. Who is the vice president right now?
Ooh. God. Mike Pence?
Yes,
No.
yes,
Yes?
yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
In the 1900s?
Yeah.
The World War II.
The World War II, yeah. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
It released slaves from their. It was by Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Who is called the father of our country?
George Washington.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did Susan B. Anthony do?
She was a suffragist for women's rights,
Yes.
which suffrage, it means women's rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
18th century. The Civil War?
Correct.
Okay.
And how many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
Civil War was not in the 18th century.
Once.
Civil War was in the 19th century.
Oh, oops, you got two wrong. So you got an 80.
Oh my gosh.
It says 0 times in the Constitution. Yes, I heard you, mother. Okay.
Civil War was not.
Democracy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
This is my brother Matthew, and I will be asking him questions about the United States for a project for Coach Watson, and he has to go to the bathroom, so he's kind of mad right now. So, just 10 questions, so it'll be quick. Okay. So, what do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution?
Bill of Rights.
Correct. How many United States senators are there?
50.
Wrong. There's 100.
Yeah.
2 for each state. Okay. How old must a president be?
35.
Correct. Who is the vice president?
Wait. Mike Pence.
Correct. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
What?
Name a war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
World War II.
Correct. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
It didn't free the slaves, but it made the Union's goals clear.
Yes. Okay. Who was called the father of our country?
George Washington.
Correct. Name a war that occurred in the 18th century.
Revolution.
Yes. And how many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
2.
Wrong.
Wrong.
0.
No.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time. Because it's for a class project.
Maybe no language.
Just kidding. Okay. This is my grandmother, and today she'll be asked questions about the United States. Okay, and there's 10, so it's not long. Okay, you ready?
Hopefully I know 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty hard. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution?
What do we call the first 10 amendments?
Yeah.
The Bill of Rights?
Yes. How many United States senators are there?
Senators? It's 50 states.
Mhm.
Senators, state, or 2 states?
Mm-hmm.
100 senators.
Uh-huh. Okay, good job. Grandma, no math. Okay, how old must a president be to be in office?
I'm sure at least 35.
Yes, correct. Who is the vice president?
Right now?
Yes.
Pence?
Yes.
Okay.
Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s.
One war fought in the U.S.
No, by the U.S.
in the 1900s?
Yeah.
World War II?
Yes, correct. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Freed slaves.
Yes. Who is called the father of our country?
George Washington.
Correct. Good job, Grandma. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Susan B. I think she helped an underground railroad free slaves.
No.
No, Susan B. Anthony. What did she?
She did women's suffrage. She did
Okay.
campaigning for that. Okay, name a war fought in the 18th century.
18th century. Revolutionary War.
Yes, correct. And how many times does it say the word democratic in the Constitution?
Oh, in the Constitution, how many times?
Uh-huh.
How many times does it say democratic?
Uh-huh.
I don't think it says any, does it?
Uh-huh, correct.
Oh, that's correct?
Yeah.
Done?
So you got a 90.
Okay, well.
Good job, good job. Okay, thank you.
Except for Susan B. I didn't really know. I thought she helped free the slaves. That was somebody else. Then.
That's someone else.
That's Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, great, good job. And
Well, they gave $1 to Susan B. Anthony, so what do you want? They made it. They put her on $1.
Oh, shoot. Wait, do that again?
They did it.
This-
Put $1 on there.
Okay.
They gave her a round gold dollar or whatever. You know, like they got Washington on the corner.
Yeah.
She got a whole $1.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Right.
So, what's up guys? I just finished doing the video and I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'd also like to apologize for making it late, but it was worth it. This took me about 5 to 4 hours editing, like I think 30 minutes or 20 minutes long, but it was very worth it. Thank you for listening, and this is also where I worked at. It has my computer with 2 monitors. You can see the editing software is open right now. But yep, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and comment below, and make sure you subscribe.